Hello, everyone. It's William here with Allegory Gallery. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Ooh, it's a day, y'all. Um, it is, this is probably, I don't want to say for sure, but it is probably the last live before we leave on our trip. We leave on Thursday. Um, I do not know if we are going to do a live tomorrow. We are going to be very busy tomorrow. I'm going to cut papers, maybe, if I can find my scissors while I'm chatting with y'all. There's some scissors. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm cutting the paper, the lot papers. But um, we have a lot to do still to get ready. um, and we have some things that we kind of have to do tomorrow. um, Andrew is going to be submitting his sculpture that he's been working on, and we were thinking about trying to take that today, but it didn't work out because I needed the car for other things today. So we are going to work on that tomorrow. I went and got some stuff today. We had to get suitcases. We talked about this yesterday. One of our little kitties was upset that we were leaving, apparently, and did some bad stuff in a suitcase. So we ended up, we were not sure how much we're going to take, because we don't really need a lot. We have we have a washing machine in the apartment we're staying at, which is, I guess, pretty rare for some of the Airbnbs, at least, that we were looking at. So we found one that does have a washing machine. And so we do have the ability to wash clothes, which is nice in an easy manner. And so that makes it a lot easier not to have to overpack. Um, if you're going for like 2 weeks and you don't know if you have access to a washing machine, you have to pack differently than when you know you do. So I ended up getting, and my mom got it for us as a gift. So I ended up getting a carry-on size new suitcase and a one kind of the smallest size I could get of what they considered like the check-in or check-in bag, whatever they call them. You can see how much I do this. And so we got that, and I got some new little neck pillows for us. I used to have one and I have no idea where it is. So I got new ones of those. And I was going to go get some jeans today. I keep talking about needing new jeans. And I found out that if I order them online, they are half price. So I ordered them online today. We're going to pick those up tomorrow. We have a lot more to do tomorrow. But yeah, so I did that. I got in touch with AT&T and got the international plan attached to Andrew's phone and my phone. So that was a good thing. That took a little bit. And I had some questions about how the watch works, because the watch is cellular. And they didn't really know the answer to that. So I did some research on that. And it seems like if you have, just for y'all to know, I don't know, maybe maybe you already know, but if you don't know, it seems like so far what I've been finding is that if you have a North American bought Apple Watch and you take it abroad, if you have an international plan on your phone, it'll work through your phone, but the watch will not work on its own. There is no international plan for the watch, and at least this is AT&T. And the watch, like, my watch is cellular, so I don't even need my phone, and I can make calls with it. I can text message with it. Like if I'm out somewhere and my phone dies, or I don't bring my phone, sometimes when I go jogging, I don't have my phone, I'm able to make calls with it in case something happens. And that is different from an Apple Watch that has Wi-Fi only. They sell them both ways. The Wi-Fi only ones communicate through the phone. Anyway, long story short, it seems like the cellular watch, when you go abroad, it turns into a Wi-Fi version. So that seems like what is happening. So I should be safe taking my watch with me and not getting like huge data. I'm always afraid of these huge data charges. Um, so we got all that taken care of. I made a few other calls. I worked on trying to get my prescriptions and getting that dealt with. Seems like things are moving in the right direction there. Although they have not called me to tell me they're ready yet, so that's a little scary. I've got one more day, a day and a half before I need my medications. Let me say hi to everybody. Marianne's here. Hello, Marianne. Kimberly is here. Hello, Kimberly. Susie's here. Hello, Susie. I see you and my mom were talking, so that's good. They're gonna help watch our cats together while we're gone. Norma's here. Hello, Norma. Um, Excitement is building for the trip. It certainly is. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. Marion says, how many hours until you land in Florence? I don't know. We have all day tomorrow. And then, the time change is throwing me off a little bit. So, because they report the time on the ticket in the local time. So I don't know what the time is, but we leave Thursday afternoon. We get on the plane, and then it's a few hours here and there jumping around, and then the 8-hour trip over that way, something like that. Let's see here. So I don't know. Video feed is glitchy, but sound. Oh no. Hello, Diane. Hello, Suzanne. Sorry that the video feed is glitchy. That's weird. That is weird. Let me make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi network. Yeah, it shows that I am. I don't know what's going on. I wonder if it's because sometimes I put the heater on in here, and while I did have the heater in here some yesterday, I wonder if it's sometimes the heater knocks out the Wi-Fi. It's really strange. So it's a little warm in here. Let me unplug the heater and see if that helps. All right, 1 second. Okay. Does that help? Let me know if that helped or not. Otherwise, something's maybe happening to the Wi-Fi. I don't know. I did have a hard time logging on to StreamYard, so maybe it's just StreamYard's issue, but let me know how this is going. It could either be the heater or maybe StreamYard is having an issue too. Suzanne's getting a glitchy on Facebook too, so it is something that is happening there. Sue says, yes, your mom is great. We are even going to meet up for lunch. The kitties will be well taken care of. Oh, good. She mentioned talking about trying to hang out with you for lunch a few times while we're gone. So that'll be nice. Still glitchy, says Suzanne. Oh no. I don't know what's happening. That doesn't bode well. Yeah, it might be StreamYard because I have not had let me just check something here. Let me check speed test for our internet here. Yes, our internet is nice and fast. Oh, and look at the camera. Gonna flip on me now. So our internet is still very fast. Even though I'm streaming, your voice is fine, but the picture stops. Yeah, our internet is still fast up here. Even though I'm streaming a video, it's still pretty fast. So it must be StreamYard, everybody. So unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Um, I guess we'll just do what we can do. Um, hopefully that doesn't make it too difficult tonight. But hey, as long as the voice is fine, right? You can hear me. That's good. And then if you see the products later, you can see the ones that you like and over the glitches, maybe. Hopefully that works out. But that's, yeah, so weird. I did have a hard time getting into StreamYard, and I was hoping it wasn't the internet. It seems like it is StreamYard. Although sometimes with the internet, I can fix it at least. Anyway, so yeah, today, um, whoa, things are falling. Today has been busy. Um, I was up at the cottage. I packed and shipped more packages today. Um, I have a few more that I'm going to try and get out by tomorrow, or have them dropped off on Thursday before we leave. That is going to, unfortunately, be all that I can get out before we leave. I'm trying really hard to get things out as much as we can. Andrew says, did anyone get anything during the sale? No, nobody did last night. So let me put this up again for everybody tonight. I have been so busy, I have not even publicized about the sale yet, but we are having a sale. Save 25% off online using discount code CHOW. Diane says, I'm getting one. Yes, you have a big one that is packed up. And you should have gotten a shipping label today. Or you should have gotten a notification that things are shipping. So yeah, you have tracking on yours. I didn't get yours dropped off to the post office. That'll be tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, depending on when I get there. Marion says, my goodies are so lovely. Oh, good. I'm glad you got everything. Everything came and arrived okay. I know you'd said you got it, but you didn't open it yet. So I'm glad everything's good. Tried to get it to you earlier. They said it was going to be to you earlier, but they did not. It did not happen. Suzanne bought from the D stash instead of the sale. That's good. Suzanne has a package coming. Yes. Says maybe me. Yes. You should have got a tracking label too. I'm trying. I'm trying. I can't get everybody's out, but I am trying to get some people who have had some things for a little while that I haven't gotten out the door. And then I will, as soon as we get back, I'll be processing more and more and more. Susan says still glitchy on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's going to stay glitchy until StreamYard figures things out. I'll just wear my bat next Halloween. Yeah, I was trying to get that to you in time. It told me that it was going to get to you in time, and I was so happy when I shipped that. And I ran over to the next town to get it out the door because they told me if I got it out the door, it would get to you in time, and it didn't. And I was disappointed about that. But now I know that UPS gets to you pretty quickly, which is good. So that way I can maybe ship that way in the future. Suzanne says, wear it now, Marianne, right? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's a cute bat. Susan says, I just paid up. Do you think my things will ship? Yours is one of the boxes I started on today, but had to come home for the live. So I am working on it. I'm going to try to get it out. I have one for you. I have one for Harry in progress. I have a few others, but then that's going to probably be it. We'll see. I have a few. Maybe a few. We'll see. I'm trying, everyone. I'm trying. But yeah. So that is, Anne says, I got a package today. I'm going to open it while listening. Oh, good. I'm glad it arrived okay, Anne. Yeah, I've been working hard on these. I've been trying to combine as much as I possibly can. Um, but there's only I don't want to make mistakes. Um, um, I don't want to make mistakes in packing because I'm so frazzled right now. So there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to say, we're going to get these when we get back. And I apologize for anybody who that might happen to, but I would rather not mess things up. That's the thing. Because my mind is insane right now. I canceled my pottery class tomorrow. I don't know what I was thinking. I had it in my mind. I was like, "Oh, it'll be fine. I'll go to my pottery." But then that's like the day before. That is not happening. Um, Suzanne says, "I'm so excited for you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Um, Andrew says, "Depending on how late we go, we might swing by for a few hours. Swing by where? For a few? I don't. Where are you talking about, Andrew? Did I say something? You know, I can't follow my own talk. Hello, Brooke. Thanks for joining us. Um, Kimberly says, waiting is never a problem here. Thank you. I appreciate that. That takes a load off of my brain. Um, I don't like to disappoint people. Oh, Andrew says the cottage. Maybe. Um, it does take a load off of my brain. We also have to kind of clean up, red up the house, is more like it. It's not going to be a deep clean session, but we here in Western Pennsylvania do something called redding up. And that's kind of like you just kind of organize things a little bit and clean things a little bit, kind of tidy up, I guess is more like the word. We've got to do that before we leave. Because it's a little bit more of a wreck than we need it to be right now. So we've got to try and do that too. I was planning that possibly for tonight. Um, oh yeah, Andrew has to pack and ship brooches for New York Jewelry Week and pick up his passport. I didn't realize your passport was there. All right, then we definitely have to do that. Um, Suzanne says, we had your favorite tater tots tonight. Ooh, that sounds good. We're going to have spaghetti because Andrew picked it up. We went voting. We didn't even get to, normally we always walk down and vote at the same time. Um, but we didn't even get to do that today because we were on separate schedules and we're down to one car, which is not making things easy either. We're down to one car. Because of the van being towed. So I had the car today. So Andrew walked down and voted earlier, and I caught up with him later. He walked over to the Dollar General to get groceries. So we were up to what we could eat from the Dollar General tonight, and it's spaghetti. So that's what we're going to be. But look, oh, you can't see it because of my thing. I voted. Um, so yeah, we did that. That was a big thing today. Susan says, I put my Halloween decorations away yesterday and harvest things are out now. Nice. You're on the ball. Um, let's see here. Suzanne says, I got a tattoo today. Ooh, what kind of tattoo? What'd you get? What'd you get today? I feel like you're always getting the tattoos. How many tattoos did you get this year? It's kind of awesome. Um, I definitely, I don't have any. And I always think about, am I going to regret it if I don't get one at some point in my life? But then I see people like Suzanne who they tell me once you get one, then you want more and more and more. It's like a thing. So I don't know. Because if I do think I see one and then I'm like, but it would look nice with another one beside it and another one beside it. That's dangerous stuff. Um, Kimberly says, yeah, and make sure trash is taken out and dishes are done before I leave out of town. Yeah, I took the trash out today. We got to finish the dishes. Um, also got to tidy up the cat bin areas, the cat litter areas, and make sure there's cat litter for everybody. Um, and clean up the little cat litter room and make sure that things are clear. Like we still have our portable, movable, rollable AC by the window in the dining room, and that's where the cat litter box is. And it's a little hard to get into. I just deal with it because it's those things that you deal with when you're home. Like I move it around, I push, get in there and to empty the litter box. But I don't want my mom or Susie to have to worry about that. So I got to do a few things around here. Andrew says I've been cleaning a little each night. I've noticed. Um, it's been nice. A little bit here, a little bit there. It doesn't look as disastrous around here. I make it sound like we're terrible, but um, you know, it's just been life lately. Um, let's see. Oh, Some spooky stuff stays out all year, says Susan. I have admit to having the post Halloween blues. Oh no. Oh no. Halloween is life, says Suzanne. Um, Andrew said there were some weird folks trying to say there's voter fraud. Oh boy. I didn't hear that. Andrew is always the one that gets that. He's always the one that gets the weird stories and the weird stuff going on. Um, yeah, it's so strange. Suzanne says, a possum with a flail is off to battle. I got 3 this year and they are addictive. See, that's the problem. I don't know. Um, I don't know if I should start that. I don't know that that's an addiction I need. Susan says, I do the same, Kimberly. I'm terrified of forgetting things or leaving things on that shouldn't be left on. Yeah, I do have that issue sometimes. Suzanne says, Andrew, same here. Andrew said, I did the dishes last night. Yeah, they're mostly all done. We just have like a pan or two to clean up, and that'll be good. So that's nice. And um, I took out the garbage and tried to. It says, of course, dishes are forever. I know, right? We'll be making more tonight. Um, I tried to take out a bunch of garbagey junk out today. Cat food boxes and all that stuff you need to tear down and take out. So that went out in the trash today. Marianne says my Halloween decorations are still up, but it's okay as it's actually Samhain today. Nice. Andrew says it still looks terrible. Right? Um, Susie says, don't worry about me. Your house always looks fine. Thank you. We appreciate that. Um, Kimberly says, I got my first tattoo at 19 and my second at 46. No desire for a third at this time. So you're not addicted. You didn't get the addiction to it. Diane says, paper plates. I know we don't even have paper plates. We should. We should just use paper plate. What I've said, what we keep talking about is we should just have, like one plate for each of us, one bowl for each of us, one fork, one spoon, one knife, one cup, one mug, and that's it. That's all that's in the cabinet. And then if you have company, like keep stuff somewhere else. Like we could store it in the basement or something like that. That if we had company, we could take them out, wash them, and be ready to do, um, be ready to do things with company. But why do we need all the dishes that we have in everywhere, right? I don't know. Anderson, it's not us that make the dishes. The cats do make a lot of dishes too. They do. They have their own little plates for treats. They have their big plates for dinner. Um, yeah, they make a lot of dishes too. Um, just as he says this, but also gives the cats 2 plates each. I know they do. They don't get two. Well, they do. They get a big plate. No, they get 2 big plates to split between all 5 of them. They all eat together off of the 2 big plates, so that people don't get crowded out too much. And then they do each get a little treat plate. They get their own treat plate because when you give out treats, they have to have room to eat their own. Let's see here. Susan says, "What? Your cats cook, Andrew? Ours don't. I wish ours cooked. That'd be nice. Get to work, Tallulah. Go make us some spaghetti." Um, Marion says, I keep saying that too, but in reality, I have loads of dishes. I know. Why do we have so many dishes around? And how many storage dishes do we need? And we barely have leftovers most of the time. And how many plates do we need? We literally have 2 stacks full of dinner plates. Why? Why do we have them all? I don't know. Um, Susan says, things do break, William. Besides, I like using my mother's and paternal grandmother's dishes. Yeah, things break, but have them in the basement and just pull one up. When it breaks, go down and get one and replace it. And then that way you're not tempted to make too many dishes. Um, you got to just, use the one dish you have. Um, yeah. I do like to pick different mugs and different coffee, like teacups and things like that when I drink tea. So I get it. I do have certain plates I like to use. Um, yeah, and switch off sometimes. I get it. Susan says, I've never had a desire for a tattoo. I like tattoos on other people. Guess I'm just non-committal. That's my issue too. Um, I think tattoos are super cool on other people. Um, I've just never pictured myself with them. I don't know what I would pick. I don't know if I would like it once I got it and be okay with the decision for the rest of my life. Um, yeah, that's, I mean, I guess you can get cover ups and all that stuff too, but yeah, yeah. Um, Anderson, nah, they would add sardines to everything. They do like their sardines. Um, let's see here. Why would it be Tallulah? One of the boys could be the chef. That's true too. Could be. Could be. Chef Gilbert. He'd be pretty cute with his little chef hat. Andrew says, you're going to get your steps in. I've gotten a lot of stuff. I've gone 3 miles today so far. Um, that's pretty good. 3 miles. That's pretty good today. Um, Kimberly says, my husband would rather use plates, but I refuse to use paper. I am a rebel. Suzanne used Bigfoot mug today. Oh, good. Good. Oh, your husband would rather paper plates. Use paper plates. Yeah. Running up and down the stairs getting dishes. I don't know. Yeah, probably. We'd end up with them all back up here at some point. Anyway. Marion says, I would like my cats to learn to vacuum. You're telling me vacuuming between downstairs, upstairs, and vacuuming the stairs themselves. The stairs are a pain in the behind to vacuum, right? I'm not a fan of vacuuming the stairs, but it's got to be done sometimes, right? Um, let's see here. All right. How's everybody out there doing? So tomorrow, our day is going to start off. Um, I tried to pick up. Andrew needed a base for his statue. We've been talking about this, and I picked up some tiles and some things to see if they would work from Lowe's today, and they're not going to work. So tomorrow, our day starts off partially at some point. Starts off, finishes. No, it has to start pretty early with that. Dropping off and getting refunds if we can for things that I picked up at Lowe's to try. We don't like to return things, but we also absolutely do not need these. So we're going to try, and it's only one really that we're going to take back. Excuse me. So we're going to do that. And then, sorry, um, we got to run to Pittsburgh to drop off his um, statue, his piece of art that he's created. That's due before we leave. So we're going to drop that off in Pittsburgh. And then I think probably on the way back from Pittsburgh, we're going to stop at the mall because I ordered jeans. I think I talked about that earlier. We ordered jeans online because they're half price if you order them online and pick them up in store. If you just go into the store to buy them, they're full price. Ridiculous, right? But anyway, that's the way it works. So, um, we're going to pick up some jeans. I got a few pair. Andrew got an extra pair. His jeans are not in terrible condition. Mine falling apart. I don't know why. Um, Probably because I leave the house more often. So I'm picking up the jeans, and we're going to try and do some laundry tonight and pick out the things we want to wear, make sure everything's washed and dried and fresh, and get it in the suitcases all tomorrow so that we're ready and packed up by the end of the day tomorrow, so we're not rushing around on Thursday morning doing any of this. So that's the goal. We've got to run to Pittsburgh tomorrow, stop in Greensburg, which is in between, kind of, go to the mall, pick up the clothes, and come up with any last minute things that we need to do. Um, Hopefully, get my prescriptions at some point in that. And yeah, and then ship out a few more packages that I can get together. And that's going to be what we can do. And then, of course, it is the packing and the all the other stuff we've still got to do yet. Um, let's see here. Susan says, when I was younger, I had thought about getting a white rose tattoo to honor the White Rose Society. Nice. Suzanne says, my husband is trying to fix our vacuum. Oh boy, that's no fun. That's not a good time. Mary says, at least I don't have stairs. Yeah, that's. I always wanted stairs. When we were looking for a house, I kept saying that I wanted to have stairs because I grew up in a house with no stairs. And all my life, I was like, I want stair. I want a house big enough that it needs stairs. And now I'm like, do I really need the stairs? Do I really need a house big enough that needs stairs? Maybe one level would be sufficient. Um, Norma says, yes, the cats produce all the fur. They should vacuum it, right? Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you joined us today, Sandra. You missed yesterday. We had 6 millimeter, beautiful, round lapis for you last night, and you weren't here. I'm going to call you out because you keep asking for it, and we did get it for you. So it's in last night's live. Hello, by the way. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to Sandra. Andrew says, because you let the cat scratch you like a scratching post. That is true too. They do scratch up my pants. But all my pants had holes before they started. So it's not just them. I do wear my pants a lot and they get weak. We don't buy super high quality. We just buy general jeans and they do wear out after a while. Suzanne says, leave a lot of time for airport check-in. Yes, my mom is taking us to the airport. She's already been asking when we're leaving. She does not like to drive in the dark. Even though our flight's at 8, we want to try to make sure we try to get up there, that she has enough time to get home, at least mostly in the light, at least out of Pittsburgh. And with this time change, it's not easy. So we want to try and get her home so that she's not driving in more unknown areas, at least in the dark. So we're still deciding what time we want to leave, but we've already been discussing that too. And she also mentioned that because of the shutdown, TSA, I guess times in security are much, much longer recently, which I didn't even think about. So I'm glad she mentioned that. So apparently it takes a much longer time to get through security now. Let's see here. Marion says, I think the video issue is fixed. Oh, good. That's good. My face is still frozen over on my screen, but maybe that's because I just didn't, I didn't update my screen. Sandra says, no. Yeah. Anne says, I always think it would be good if I only had one level so that I wouldn't have to worry about steps as I age. That's what my mom did. She built her own little house and had it built. She didn't do the building, but she had it brought in and she kind of did a little bit of designing extra things that she could do to it. But she wanted a house that was a single level. As she gets older, she worries about going up and down the stairs. And that is a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. But hopefully the stairs will help keep us in shape so that so that we do stay in shape a little better. That's the other thing too. Our bedrooms are all upstairs, so we pretty much have to use the stairs every night. There's no downstairs bedroom in our house to get away from that. So hopefully that helps. Sandra says, do you still have it? I have to look. I think, let's see. It was ITL 17. I think I had the ITL spreadsheet up here. I do. I actually have 2 strands of it still. ITL 17, $16 each. Really nice. I can show you again real quick. Or you can rewind last night's, but I can show you. I'll try and remember to show you at the beginning of this live when I flip the camera around if you want to see it. But it is nice. 6 millimeter rounds in lapis. I think we got some really good ones and they're only $16 a strand. ITL 17. Susan says, I went to stairs when I was growing up. I hated the lack of privacy in my parents' one-story home. I get that. I definitely get that. Um, let's see here. Sandra says it's an international flight, so get there 3 hours early. Yeah, we're gonna try and get there pretty early. Anne says, "OMG, y'all! This last round of buttons is magnificent." Yeah, I'm getting through some of y'all's orders with the buttons and the check glass, and they are I'm getting as many out as I can, but they are nice. We keep saying this, and the prices on them were like from the 90s, so really good priced things, and we're so grateful for all of you who grabbed some. Um, we still have a number of these things available, um, but we'll probably put them in the online store if Andrew doesn't grab them up at some point. I was going to say you could still rewind and watch the videos, but we've started taking apart the lots. And some of them are in the D stash now. And Andrew has started hanging some of them in his area, in the cottage. So they're being used that way. So yeah, but anyway, thanks, Anne. Thanks for saying so. Norma says, I didn't want to buy a ranch style house, but uh, now my aging knees are happy to have everything in one level, right? Andrew says, they said it takes at least 2 hours to get through. I'm happy to go earlier and just walk around the airport. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Get us there, make sure we're there. So we're going to try and finish all the laundry, hopefully tonight, all the packing tomorrow. Once we get our new clothes, we'll have to wash the new clothes, but or wash them when we get there. But yeah, try and get everything packed tomorrow, and then we don't have to rush around in the morning. We can get there in the morning. Susan says, I had early morning flights last week, and security wasn't too bad. Worse in Raleigh than in Boston. Diane says, yes, I was going to say at least 3 hours early for international. Suzanne says, yes, at least 3 hours. And Sandra says, yes, please. Okay, I'll show them. Marion says, you'll love them, Sandra. They were yummy. Yeah, we've sold one strand, but we still have two. And then tonight is going to be a really big mix. I kind of have not had a lot of time to sort and grab things in any meaningful way, because I've been wild, crazy busy. I was packing up until I had to get home to vote. Um, and I know they don't close, well, they closed at 8, right? I was thinking they closed at 6, but I had to get home to do that and then do a few things here before the live. And it's been wild, y'all. Diane says, wash when you get there. One last thing to worry about. Yeah, we just might do that. Of course, then we got to figure out. Hopefully, there will already be laundry detergent, but shopping for things in a country that you don't speak the language is not always easy. When I was in France, it got easier as I knew things, but the first trip to the shopping to the market, well, it was a grocery store. It was an inside a mall. They had a grocery store, kind of thing. And so, but the first experience was a little jarring. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, Sandra says, looks like I missed your dishes too and paintings. I'm like, yes, Andrew had his paintings. These are his latest bird paintings. So, well, they're collages. They're paintings, collages, and drawings on wood. They're all signed and dated, and they're 5 by 5. And we sold those last night. So if you missed that, we sold them for an introductory price. Normally they're 98, but he brought them down to 78 for you all. We still have most of those available. We sold number 1, but 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, are available. So this one is still available. That was ITL2. Yeah, I'll just show them to you. I'll recap those um, when I flip the camera around too, because we have a lot more people watching tonight than last night. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We have upwards of 20 some people watching tonight. We had like 8 last night. So um, I will review some of the things maybe from last night because we had really awesome um, like these tube beads, all these tube shapes. If you missed that last night, we have a lot of these still available. Some people grabbed some of them, but they were between about I think 10 to $16, and they're really nice. These four, I think they're 4 millimeter tubes. So that's a whole thing. Yeah, 4 millimeter tubes. So we have those, and then we have some random stuff that I picked out. I did my pinch pots. I actually gave them numbers. None of those have sold. So it's so weird. I sold out completely the first time I offered them. And now I offer them again. It's these little, my little pinch pot dishes. Um, so like these. Um, those are available from last night. I didn't sell any of those. Sold out completely the first time and then sold none this time. So it's so strange. I also put this bowl up for sale. I priced it good for y'all at 48. So that is available. That was the ITL 13. It's still available. Yeah. So, but I will show you Andrew's paintings for sure. I don't know if y'all want me to go through the dishes again, um, my little dishes, but you can go through replay on that. But I do want to show you his artwork again because it's really lovely. I particularly like these, and if you're a bird person, I think you will too. Um, so, yeah, what else? That's it. I'm gonna take a drink because I decapped my drink and still haven't drank it yet. I didn't have my water all day. I ran out of juice to make juice water, and I don't like drinking plain water from the tap. I just it it, it it's not great. So um I meant to fill this up with usually what I do is I fill this up with water and buy juice along the way and dump it in. And I forgot to do that this morning when I left. So I was all day without any water. So I'm a little parched. So sorry about that. Um oh, okay. Just sold both of the lapis strands. Thank you so much. Um uh Do you need me to show them, or did you rewind that person who got them? Um, so that is that, and yeah, I think that's it. Let's flip the camera around. If y'all have any questions, again, we're also doing a sale in the online store. So 25% off everything in the online store using discount code CHOW. You are the only ones that know about this so far. We have not advertised it. I meant to advertise it today, but I ran out of time. I have not been able to have a moment. Um, I've been on the phone a lot of the day. Oh, that was another thing. Um, I had to talk with our tax person um, because we were supposed to get a little refund and it's not come through yet. So I'm like, what is going on? I did the check your refund. They can't find it. Um, it didn't actually go all the way through. So there was an error that happened. So I needed to, I'm glad that we talked about that. So that was a whole thing today. That was some money we were we were going to partially rely on for the trip. Um, so hopefully it will come um, in time for at least part of the trip. That would be nice. So that's a whole thing too that I was working on today that we had to try to figure out. Um, oh, I forgot to bring in the books that Andrew was going to sell too. Um, they're in the car, I think, still. Maybe I'll go and get those in a little bit. Um, and it says, geez, that refund would come in handy for Italy. Best laid plan. I know. Um, yeah, I thought just with the government shutdown, it was taking a while to process stuff and all that. And I called and was talking, and she's like, no, I haven't heard any real issues with anybody. And I was like, oh, could you look into mine? There was an issue. Um, and it was just a stupid thing, and so that was a thing. Suzanne says books. Yeah, Andrew had some he got some books, and we got multiple copies of these books, and he was going to show them yesterday, but nobody said they wanted to see them yesterday, so we didn't show them yesterday. But if you want to see them today, I think they're about oddities, I think is what he said. I haven't looked at the book yet, but they're about oddities, I believe. And he did a little buyout of a number of copies of these books, and the covers look beautiful, um and I think they're hardback, I'm pretty sure. um so yeah, maybe at some point I'll run down and get them, or maybe he'll bring one up to me. But I think they're out in the car, so I don't know if I don't know where he's at, because he's still working on things. um Marion says a big part of my morning was spent trying to book some tests. I Let's see. Marianne's trying to say, I finally trying to type that a few times. Um, I'm assuming you finally got the test set up. Hope. Um, Anne wants to see the books. Okay. It's just one book. It's just multiple copies that we have of this one book. Um, and I don't know um, how much the book is. So I have to talk with Andrew about that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I can get out there, we'll take a look at the book. Um, Susan wants to see the book too. Okay, well, we'll take a look at the book. Um, I'll have to run out to the car at some point to do that. But let's flip the camera around first. For those of you who want to see the book, let's put that at the end. At the end of the night, if y'all can hang out. I don't know if anybody has any plans, if you're doing anything, but we'll move the book to the end of the night, and hopefully you'll be able to hang out for that. And then let's flip the camera around and let's look at Andrew's paintings again. And we'll go ahead and go from there. Marion says, I finally used the callback feature. Yes, I got them booked for November 20th. Good. I had to use the callback feature today for AT&T too. It's pretty convenient, actually, except my phone doesn't ring ever. And so I had to figure out how to make sure I didn't miss that call. Hold on, I gotta unplug my keyboard because it was dead today. I had to charge it up here a little bit when I got here. Let's flip this around. Let's not have you looking at the ceiling still. Let's do this. There we go. And then I just need to flip it, take off the mirroring. Okay, here we go. So lights, camera, action. Let's do this here. I'm going to also plug in the heater again. So let me put down one of Andrew's paintings. This is ITL2. And while you're looking at that, I'm going to plug in the heater, since that was not the issue with the internet. And it's getting chilly in here again. So when I say I'm plugging in the heater, instead of just turning the heater off, we have this little heater. It's a nice little space heater, and it works so well, except you can no longer use the dials on the heater to turn it off and on, because they're like, they don't really work very well. So it gets set at one setting, and we plug it in, and when we're ready to stop using it, we unplug it. And it works so good. Like, it's an older heater, it just works so good. We don't want to replace it, but that's why I keep saying we're unplugging the heater instead of just turning off the heater. It's a whole thing. Y'all have stuff like that sometimes you keep around because it just works really well, but it doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to, but you don't want to like replace it because it does still work well. It is a good heater. It gets hot. It warms up the whole room real quick. Doesn't cost too much. Anyway, that's that. So I'm going to take this banner off, and I'm going to put on Hour to purchase from this video banner. You all know how to do this. But these are from yesterday's. And it says, yes, I hate having to create garbage for just a small thing wrong. Yeah, like electronic garbage, especially. Like, what are you going to do? Throw out a heater? It still works. It just, you can't use the dial to turn it on or off or up or down. So it just gets set to one spot. It works for us, and we just plug it in and unplug it. But we never, at least, you don't forget to unplug it, because it's always, you're just unplugging it. That's how you turn it off. As long as it's off, it's unplugged, which kind of is good in my brain, for my anxiety and leaving things plugged in sometimes. This is ITL 3. So this is a house sparrow. We had a dove, but that sold yesterday. Thank you to the person who got that. We have the house sparrow. We have the robin. This is a robin. And so that's ITL 3. And then I'll move these. And we have ITL 4, which I believe this is this the chickadee? I think it's a chickadee. And these are collage, painting, and drawing on wood. And this is on the wood frame. So that was ITL 4 from yesterday. And then ITL 5 is the blue jay. The blue jay. Sandra says, so cute. Thanks. I think they're really cool. He did a good job with these. He did a really good job with them, I think. Goldfinch. You're right. Thank you, Diane. Goldfinch. And says, I just love this series. I'm also a big fan of the art on wood. So easy to hang. Right? Me too. Like, you just put in some screws and hang it on there and you're done. You don't have to do any muss or fuss with that. Mary says, my brother worked for a cousin's trash collection business. He brought home some items that he or my dad fixed pretty easily. Yeah, I know some people just throw stuff out. We are not like that. We probably need to throw some more stuff out than we don't, but we do like to keep hold of things if they still work. Like, I have a hard time, like, if I don't trade in a phone or an iPad or, sell it to somebody else, I try and sell them off, so that somebody else can use them, and give a fair deal for people. But if I don't, I have a really hard time, like, I can't just throw it out. And so I usually repurpose things as much as I can, which is maybe good, maybe bad. I don't know. Suzanne says, Virginia's governor race has been called Democrat. Good. Good. I like that. Susan says, love these. Thank you. I hate when usable things are simply tossed, says Susan. Me too. Sandra says, woohoo, Suzanne, right? It's good news. Good news. I hope that happens a lot. But anyway, wonderful paintings, $78 each. If anybody's interested in these, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are available. And yeah, that'll help us in Italy if you grab any of these paintings. Everything you're grabbing, this is still going to the Italy Fund, especially since the tax refund didn't come through. So we will be using it for that. If anybody's interested in this is ITL 13. This is $48 for this bowl that I created. Vessel bowl. Sandra says, are any of your dishes still available? Every single one, not a single one of them sold, Sandra. I don't know if that probably doesn't make it sound like you should want it because nobody wanted them yesterday. But yes, they are all still available. You want to look at those real quick? I can look at those real quick if you want to. I bagged them all up. Sandra says, wow, that's shocking. It shocked me a little bit, to be honest, because my first lot of them all sold out, completely sold out. So ITL 6 was this one. It was ITL 6. That's what Andrew's like. He's like, show your bowls. They all sold out the first time. And then everybody got their fill of my bowls. Maybe I need to stop making them. I think they're still cute. This is ITL 7. I know. No, y'all have been so supportive. Like I joke, but I know we know how supportive you all have been, and we appreciate it. Whether you're buying things, whether you're getting things here on in the online store, in the D stash, or all those places, or just sharing things, we really do appreciate it. I joke a lot about things, but it does not hurt my feelings that y'all haven't grabbed these because y'all bought the ones that sold out. So I get it. This is ITL 9, one of my favorites. Diane says, I think everyone was just tired last night. It was I felt the energy was, my energy I know was low last night. I'm better today. But yeah, I think people were tired last night. There's a lot happening, right? Marion says, there are still a couple I like, but not buying much yet. Sigh. I get it. I know. Like I said, it doesn't offend me. I don't, you know, I know people will buy things when they can and when they're able to. These are all still available though. I don't think any of them have sold. So if you want any of these, send in an email for them. Oh, I went out of order. So this is 12. Norma says they're great for holding beads. I love the one I got. Also the vessel I bought, which I'm using to keep buttons in. Thank you, Norma. And I know you always talk about how you don't need any more ceramics because you have so many from your parents. But I appreciate that you grabbed some. This is ITL 11. This is this one. So there's those. They are available. All of them are available. Sandra says she likes 7. Yeah, this one I did backwards, kind of. Normally I do the black dots. This I did all a black background and then put the glaze over top. But instead of making black dots, I did a black background with color dots. So that's kind of the only one I've ever done that way that's backwards. Susan says, I fell asleep in the middle of last night, so a bit more awake tonight. That's good. Susan says, I was tired last night. I'm glad I can still pull tubs out of our storage closet. It does wear me out. Yeah, I bet. I bet. It looks green. It is green now. It started out black, and then I put a green glaze over top. I put this bright green glaze. That's actually the color. So layered over black, it turned everything green, which is kind of really cool. I did not expect that to happen. I expected it to be like black. Like these are all black underneath the glaze. Like the glaze goes over top of all of these and it stays black. But this glaze turned everything green, which was very different, which is cool. Marion says, I tend to use my little ironstone dishes to hold beads. I have quite a few. Nice. So that's that. If anybody's interested in those, they are available. Just go ahead and send in a claim like you would normally, even though they were last night's thing. That's fine. I will have no problem finding that spreadsheet. It's new. It's recent. Let me put these back in here. We did just sell 7. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's nice to have a sale on my pottery. I think I told you I canceled my pottery class for tomorrow. I was like, oh, maybe I'll be able to make it. And then I was thinking, we are wildly crazy right now. And I do not need to be spending 2 hours away tomorrow night. So this is probably, though, the last live. I'm guessing we're not going to do a live tomorrow. That's my guess. I think we just need to use that time to fully get ready. But we may put some things in the online store. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see. Um, Someone just bought one of the ITL 19s from yesterday. Thank you so much. That's um, these beautiful shell, um, not shell. Are they shell? Let me pull out the list. They are actually mother of pearl. Sorry, mother of pearl. That's the word I'm looking for. Mother of pearl tubes from yesterday. I feel bad showing y'all things all from yesterday, but um, hopefully that you don't mind that, because I know a lot of you weren't here yesterday. Um, Suzanne says, get ready. Diane says, don't even try tomorrow, right? We just sold a 10 from yesterday. Thank you so much. Oh, that's one of my dishes. Thank you. I appreciate that. We also had prints yesterday. So if you missed that, we did some prints. They're only $5 each. There's only 3 of each available. We picked a certain number of Andrew's recent paintings and we made prints of them. These are the things that I was coming home from when the van broke down and had to be towed. So these didn't make it to the show in time for the Halloween night. So we're still selling them. Andrew got them ready for you all last night, and they are all signed, dated, and numbered. He numbered the prints. And we probably won't do any more of those. So if you like those are available. They are $5 each, and they start somewhere in the 30s or 20s. Let me see. They start around 23 with the owl, and they end with 34 with this guy. So $5 a print. That'll help us out. Buy Andrew a coffee, buy a glass of wine for us in Italy. It's a good thing. I'm trying to say what everything, like this will buy us a glass of wine, this will buy us a coffee, this will buy us a snack. So yeah. Let's see here. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. We just sold an ITL 13, which is, I don't know what. My things are out of order. Is that one of my things? No. Sorry, I don't know what 13 is, but thank you for purchasing. Because I thought I have 14 here, but I don't have 13. I don't know where 13 is. That's really weird. That is strange. 17, 16, 15, 14. 13 is the only thing missing. It seems like it should be. Oh, it's my big bowl. That's why it's missing. It's on the other side. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that has sold. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me happier. Let's see. And we just sold a 34. 34. Which is that guy? That was that guy. Thank you. It's a print. This isn't even 13 is your larger vessel. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. It was sitting over here by itself. So that's sold. And it says yesterday was an excellent show. Thank you. Those prints are lovely. We are very, very happy with how the prints came out. They are very close to life colors. The print shop we used did an excellent job scanning them in and printing them out. So we're so thankful for that. And I think you're really going to enjoy them. And it's a nice little gift thing. It's only $5, signed limited edition prints. And I think it's really nice. So thank you for anybody grabbing those. Thank you, Susan, for saying that. Marion says, good wine in Italy used to be inexpensive, especially compared to Switzerland. I don't know. I don't drink much. I might drink some wine in Italy. I might have less anxiety, hopefully, being away and knowing that I'm away. Like sometimes when you know there's nothing more you can do, the anxiety doesn't kick in as much. So maybe having a little bit of wine here and there won't affect me too much. I know when I was in France, we had some of the best wine from these little, wineries and vineyards that were so cheap, but the wine was so good. Um, so interested in that maybe. Um, and I don't know if they have decaf in Italy. I'm sure they do, but I'm like, is that frowned upon? I don't know. Decaf coffee? Anyway, um, since we're on a roll with the ITL numbers, I think I'm just going to keep going. What do you think? I think we got to 50 last night. And I think I'm just going to keep going with the ITL numbers because we're already doing that kind of tonight. And I don't want to confuse people. Not that, you're going to get confused, but um, it just, I think, makes sense. Marion says, awesome price for the prints. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know if anybody's going to want some of these. If you missed out last year, if you weren't with us, I pulled out some holiday stuff because it's the holidays. It's here. I put on, I was talking about the record, and I had a Louis Armstrong record. Andrew mentioned Nat King Cole, and I couldn't remember who my record was, but it was Louis Armstrong Holiday. And I put that on my record player last night as I was doing the spreadsheet. And so now I'm really in the mood. Marion says, considering drinking espresso in the afternoon is common, probably not. I know, right? But these were $24. And I think, we'll do 22 on them. There are 4 of them available. They are one of last year's holiday kits. I think they're still worth 24. I really shouldn't reduce the price, but we'll give you all a bonus. But these are these beautiful holiday kits that Andrew created last year. He did this beautiful pendant in polymer clay. And it has a little bit of sparkle and glitter and fun stuff there. And it has the small check glass melons. It has the larger frosted check glass melons, all with the gold wash on things. The Star of Ishtar beads, you get 2 of those in that kind of coloring, a little bit of the gold and the brown and off-white, winter white. You get these stars, so these little puffy stars, and you get the tulips in there as well. And you get one of the little tie bells. So you get that in there, jingle bells. And so that's ITL 51. Perhaps you missed that, didn't see it last year. Maybe you weren't following us last year. You weren't around. You didn't know who we were. So that's a little kit for the holidays. There's only 4 of them left. We made a bunch of these last year. We've got 4 left. Norma says, I have that kit. It's very nice. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. We just sold some more of the prints. Thank you so much. 25, 23, 28, and 30. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. All right. Let me move this kit over here. $22 for the kit. Suzanne says, yes, that kit is fine. Thank you. I love this kit. Andrew says, I really like this kit. It was all pearlescent off-white colors. Yeah, they're really pretty colors in person, especially. I don't know if they're coming through on camera as well, but they are really, really pretty with that off-white look. All right. ITL 52. Let's see. What else did I bring? I don't even know how many lots I have tonight. I just gathered up a bunch of stuff. Like I said, we were running around trying to get things going. We had these at 60. I'm going to bring them down to 40. And let me see how many of these I've got. got 2 of these. These are the Appetite on a chain. Look at that old price, y'all. That's not our price. That's what the recommended price is on those. $120. See, Appetite and silver. I didn't even know that was on there. So there you go, $120. These are Appetite rondelles, smooth rondelles on a sterling silver chain and lobster claw. And it's like all the colors of Appetite in there. Beautiful. And they are approximately, don't know, 5.2. Yeah, 5.2 to 5.3 millimeter beads. They are 16-inch strands without the chain and lobster claw. So there you go. We've got 2 of them available, ITL 52. They were $60 a strand. Knowing them for y'all for 40. Let's make some Italy money. $40. Marion says, according to Google, decaf is widely available. Cafe Deca. Okay. Cafe Deca. I was going to say the next thing I need to learn is how to say decaf, but that's good. It's good to know. Now, do they make mochas? They'd probably be like, that is such an American thing to ask. This is a beautiful jasper. We have 3 of these strands available at $6. Beautiful jasper in these squares. I love these square shapes, and I love the patterns in these. Sandra says that's a crazy price for the Appetite. Someone buy them. I have a couple strands. Thank you so much. And somebody did buy one. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really high quality Appetite for that price. These are $6 a strand. These are 8-inch strands, I believe. 8-inch. Yes, 8-inch strands. Beautiful jasper. Got 3 of them available. ITL 53. And I said there's going to be Lampwork tonight. Cafe Marochin. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Marianne. All my questions being answered. It's a beautiful Lampwork bead. $10 for this fun bead. Was 10. Can't sell it for less than that, really. $10. And I think it's so fun. Of course, it's going to be like this if you wear it like that, but you could also turn it into something, dangle it, pop through, put the wire through, wire up, turn it into a pendant like that. $10, ITL 54. We had this at 25. I'm going to drop it down to 20. ITL 55. I know we're getting off screen here. I'll show it to you and then I'll move things over. Look at how beautiful that is. Lampwork glass. Looks like it was 28 at one point. We already dropped it an hour to $20. We did drop that price. Probably shouldn't, but we do for you all. Marianne's switching to the TV. Thank you, Marianne. Who's going to answer my questions now? But I love this little pod-like thing. Love the colors in this. One of those available. That's ITL 55. We just sold the other 52. So both of those have sold out. Thank you so much. We have 16 millimeters on this by 34 and a half on that. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put this away because it has sold. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to put this away. They have not sold out, but in my bag, there it is. But I need to make room. ITL 51, still available. 4 of those. That in the bag with the other ones. There we go. All right, let's move these down. ITL 56. How about some holiday charms, y'all? I started pulling out the holiday charms yesterday, and some people like them, so we're gonna keep going with some holiday charms today. Let me get myself situated here because I feel like I'm running out of space. I'm always running out of space. Let's see, how many of these do I have? ITL 56. These are $2 each. I've got 2 of them available. These are 18 karat gold plated, soft enamel, stainless steel Santa Claus charms. 14 karat gold plated over stainless steel, approximately 10.5 by 15 millimeters. Santa charms. Only 2 of those available. ITL 57 coming up. These are $2 each again. And we've got 4 of them available this time. I can get this bag open. These are 14 karat gold over stainless steel trees. Beautiful trees. $2 each. And this is approximately 18 by 24 millimeters in the gold tree. Oh, we just sold a 51. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's one of the kits. And, oh, these are fun. Whoa, back here. These are $1.75 each. And I have 6 of these available. This is ITL 58. We just sold 156 and 157. Thank you so much. These are these little snowmen charms. These are in stainless steel. ITL 58, $1.75. We've got those little hearts in the bodies. We just sold another 57. Thank you so much. We've got 2 of those still available, 1 of the 56s and 6 of these 58s. This is in stainless steel silver color. The bag's falling all over the place here. Okay. And ITL 59. These are $2 each. I've got, I think, 6 of these ones. I just sold one of the snowmen. Thank you so much. Oops, I'm wrong. I only got 4 of these. ITL 59 are the 14 karat gold stainless steel snowman. So the same one we just looked at in silver, but in gold this time. 58, we just sold 2 more. We just sold another 57. Thank you so much. We have 157 left. We have 4 58s left and 4 of the 59s. We just sold 54 as well. Take that away. That's that beautiful piece, Lampwork glass. Thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. One of the 56s left. I think one of the 57s left. We have the 58. We have 3 of those left. And 59. We have 4 of those still. Somebody just sent an, oh no. Yeah, somebody just sent an email with an ITL ×2, but didn't say what number. So if you just sent us an email, please check if that was yours. I don't want to call anybody out, but check and see, because I don't know which one you want. Suzanne says, your charms are always, wait, your charms are such good quality and price, always. Thank you. And it says, I think a lot of these charms would look so sweet as pendants with just a few white or clear AB crystals on a chain, right? Make it super easy. Don't make your life hard when you're making holiday jewelry, right? And of course, this doesn't have to just be holiday jewelry. The snowman is all the time of the year, right? Well, not all the time, all the time of winter. You can wear that anytime. Okay, 59 ×2. So those, we have 2 of those available. I'm going to delete this other email because we've got that. Thank you so much. ITL 60. Let's see, what are my next charms going to be? Oh, these are cute. So cute. I forgot we ordered some of these. These are $2 each. And I've got 4 of these available. And it says in Wisconsin, the snowman is almost all the time of the year. LOL. That's funny. All right. Snowman. Another snowman, different kind of snowman this time. This is the 14 karat gold snowman. $2 each if you like this style over the other style. I think they're both really cute. 4 of these available. No matter which snowman you get, they're cute. Super cute in these charms. Suzanne says, I'm moving to Wisconsin. I know, right? It's tempting. It's tempting. ITL. I don't think Andrew would like that if we moved into a colder climate than it already is here. Although he doesn't deal with the heat as well as he used to. That's a thing. Let's see here. These are $1.75 each. And there are 4 of them. We've just sold 2 of the 60s. Thank you so much. There's 2 of those available, 2 of the 59s still available. These ones are these cutout charms. They are the 17 karat gold. 17, why do I keep saying that? 14 karat gold over the stainless steel. I don't know why I keep saying 17. Why is that coming into my head? $1.75 each. Santa Claus charms. Reversible, obviously, because they're just a cutout. 4 of those available, $1.75 each. Okay. And I'll put this away here. Now let's see, what else have we got? Ooh, I love these ones. ITL 62, another one that's good all time of the year. There's only 2 of these ones available. ITL 62. I just realized I'm running out of space here again. We've got 2 of these. These are these beautiful 14 karat gold plated stainless steel charms, about 10 by 13 millimeter snowflakes. Look how nice those are. Golden snowflake. Right. And it says the quality on these is so nice. They are just that extra 3% over 14 karat, right? Yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's put these away. I'm gonna put these beautiful jaspers away. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you all those because I don't know. They're so nice. Nobody's grabbed any though. I don't like the browns, but I think with a lot of this winter stuff, especially if you got one of those kits, you might like these. That would probably go really well with the kit. Right? Yeah, that'd go really well with that kit. If you want to mix the check glass with the gemstones. Anyway, these were ITL 53, $6 a strand. 3 strands available. We just sold. Oh, we sold both of the 62s multiple times before I got a chance to take it away. So thank you. Those are both sold out. And I'll pull those from there. I think those are the only ones we have sold out of so far on those. We've just sold one of the 53s. Thank you. See, sometimes it helps to show it again. I don't know why. We're showed in different ways. That's probably what it is, right? How you can use it with different things. Okay, let's pull that out. And let's see, what else do I have here? There's such a fun thing for me because I forgot about a lot of these charms and what we ordered. And it's like a surprise for me. I'm going to move this over. This is $55, $20 for that Lampwork glass. And I'm going to move this over. 56 is the little Santa. I think we still have one of these available. We've only sold one of those 2. 57 is the golden Christmas tree. I think we have 1, 2, 3. We have one of these still available. The 58 is this snowman here in silver color. The silver color is the stainless steel, natural stainless steel. And we have 1, 2, 3. I think we have 3 of those still available. And then the 59 is that same one in the golden, in the gold plated 17 karat gold, 14 karat gold, y'all. 14 karat gold. And we actually sold none of those. No, we did. Sorry. We sold 2 of those. Thank you. So we have 2 of those left. 60 is this little gold plated snowman. And we have 2 of those still available. And the ITL 61 is this Santa, and we still have all 4 of those available. Next up is 63, because we sold out of 62. 63 is super dang cute. And that is these stocking charms. These are 14 karat gold over stainless steel. Little stockings. Hang those stockings by the chimney with care. And these are approximately 9 by 12 millimeters, and they're $2 each, 4 of them available. Let's see here, ITL 64. Oh, we just sold 25, 29, 30, and 33. Thank you so much. We've sold 1 of each of those. Those are some of the prints that we had. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, only 2 of these. $2 each. Now you're gonna want these, y'all. ITL 64, because I kind of want to keep them. We just sold 2 of those as well, of the 63s. Oh, come on, get out of the pack. There we go. Super cute. Who doesn't want earrings made out of those? Rudolph's, the red-nosed reindeer. ITL 64, there are only 2 of these available. These are 14 karat gold plated, 14 by 18 millimeter charms over stainless steel. Super light, super nice, soft enameled. ITL 64, $2 each. Only 2 available. Somebody grab those, make some earrings out of them. Super cute. And 64 has just sold both multiple times. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Thank you so much for grabbing those. Maybe we'll try and get some more of these in if anything sells out before. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. ITL 65. These are 75 cents each. There are 12 of them available. Oops. 75 cents each. 12 of these available. This is St. Nick carrying his pack of goodies, his sack of goodies. And these are pewter charms. 12 of them available, 75 cents each. ITL 65. And that is 13.5 by 23.5 millimeters. ITL 65. Okay, I'm going to go turn the heater off. It has now heated up this room to the point where I need to go pass out. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right. Let's see. Let's put these away. Oh. We've sold 1 of the 65s. Thank you so much. There's still 11 of those available. Okay, now I'm going to start putting some of these away so we can make some room for some more stuff. This beautiful Lampwork bead. One of those available was 25, now 20. Apparently it was 28. It was 28, then it went to 25, and now we're at $20 for that. Let's see here. Yeah. 56, Santa Charm. I think there's one of those left. 57, Golden Christmas Tree. There's at least one of those left. 58, Snowman in stainless steel, $1.75 each. 59, 14 karat gold snowman in stainless steel, $2 each. 60 is this snowman in stainless steel with a 14 karat gold plate. 61, a cutout Santa face, $1.75 only, in the 14 karat gold stainless steel. The stockings, $2 each, 14 karat gold over stainless steel. And 65, 75 cents each. St. Nick carrying his sack of toys and goodies for the kids. And pewter, 75 cents each. Still available. All right. Thank you all for grabbing those that you've been grabbing. Let me see here. Let's see. ITL 66. We have a Lampwork glass lot. These beautiful Lampwork glass beads in these various colors of blue, dark blue, light blue, purpley blue. And you get all of those for $20. Let's do it at 18. Let's do it at $18. Lowest price ever. ITL 66. 5 beads, $18. Handmade Lampwork glass. And these beads, let me just grab one here. These are about 12 millimeters. That one's about 12 as well. This one with the bumpies is probably a little bit bigger. It's about 14 and a half. 12.5 and just about 12. So mostly 12 millimeters. You get two that look like this. You get three that kind of look like that. One that looks like this, and one that looks like that. ITL 66. Let's see what else I got in here. This is $18. This is a sterling silver little owl charm. Super cute. There's a hint on the back. I don't know who that is. I don't know if Andrew's still watching, if he knows, but sterling silver owl charm, super dang cute. $18 because it's sterling. It's a little bit more. Size on this is 13 by 16 approximately. How are y'all doing? I'm gonna take a drink because that heater now has me dried out. How's everyone? How are y'all doing? Stretch break? I need a stretch break. I haven't stretched much today. Oh, we need to have Suzanne get on the camera and take us through a yoga session every once in a while. That's what I feel like sometimes. We've just sold 67. Thank you so much. I think it would be fun to have a night where um, we do things like that, where we get on Zoom and instead of maybe we do a make along, but also like if you do tarot readings, maybe you do that, or if you do yoga, you do a yoga session with people, like kind of show off the other things that y'all do, um, and get together and have fun doing that too. I always thought that would be a fun thing. Let's do this at. Suzanne says, "Sure, right?" I'm offering all your services up for free, right, Suzanne? Just offer them. This is a beautiful bezel set jasper pendant. I'm not sure. Yes, it is. It is sterling, 925. And it's from Mexico. And so it's a sterling set piece. Really pretty. Was $36. I'm bringing it all down to 28 for y'all. $28. If you want to know the size, it is at the widest about 15 and a half. And we'll do it with the bail because it is kind of all together. It is about 56 and a half millimeters. Oh, good news in the email. Thank you for sending that. Nice to know. And let's see here. ITL 69. 68 is nice fall color, says Sandra, right? And it's made in Mexico. Support our southern neighbors. I'm all for it. Let's see here. There's some more Lampwork. I mentioned Lampwork in the title of this because I pulled a number of pieces yesterday and didn't get to them. So I figured we'd show them today. This 6 pieces. Let's do this at 34. Sandra says, can you show it up close again? Sure. It's really beautiful. And then that's the sterling, and this is the back. It's nice that they cut out the back. It's not a full silver back. I like when you can sometimes see it in case it does flip around on you. There's at least something there. There you go. That's a nice wide bell. It shouldn't, the wider sometimes those are they don't flip around as much too. All right. Next up, ITL 69 are these beautiful lampwork pieces. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color in those. It's kind of yellows and magentas and pinks. Norma says, Lampwork always gets my attention. I know you like the Lampwork, Norma. Me too. I love it too. I've started using it in more of the bracelets I make when I make them. Look, even a little bit of peachy orange in there. Look at those swirls. Oh, They're just so nice. You get the 6 beads, they're $34. Sandra says, "Oh, that's so happy." I know, right? Super happy. Super fun. It's like a sunset or a sunrise. I don't know. I don't see sunrises too much, but I've seen a number of sunsets like this the last few days. Well, about a week ago, I was seeing a lot of them in those colors, and it was so pretty. I don't know how many more pieces I have here. What else did I pull? Let's see. This is $12. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's move these over. It's Lampwork blues, pendant, Lampwork pinks, ITL 70. This is these Tibetan silver beads, these cones with the carnelian. Beautiful. I love these cones. You can use them in many ways. Make a tassel come out of them, hang them like this way, make a tassel come out. That's fun. Use it as its own pendant. You can use it upside down. Well, I don't know what's upside down. You can use it this way or you can use it that way. Super fun. Carnelian ITL 70, $12. Let's see what else do we have. How many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I'm gonna do these super cheap. 9 of these available, $5 each. These are strands of vintage Chinese ceramic. Hand glazed, hand painted vintage Chinese ceramic. You get these little strands of them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 beads on a strand. These little cherry blossoms. But I think the red and green is really nice here if you're going into the holidays. It's another reason I pulled these because we're doing some of these holiday things. And even though it's cherry blossoms, it's still a nice red-green kind of look, if that's what you're going for. And then, of course, these are the blue-white, or kind of blue-white, kind of Hanukkah-like colors. Not all of them, but some of them have that. That's what it reminded me of anyway. Trying to get a little bit holiday-y with y'all when we can. Let's see here. ITL 72. These are $22. There's only one set of these available. And these are Lampwork calla lily, I think. That's what I'm going to say. That's what they remind me of. Lampwork glass. You get all 4 of them for $22. Less than $6 each, which I think is a really good deal. We've just sold one of the 71s. Thank you so much. Oh, we just sold the 70 as well. Thank you so much. I love these. Norma says, I've been getting the Beads of Courage Bead of the Month subscription, and they've had so many great Lampwork beads this year. That reminds me, I don't think I've been getting the beads. I wonder if they have our old address. Because they used to come to the store. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they've been going to the wrong place. They probably got returned. Because we used to have the monthly subscription, and I feel like we still do. But I don't think I'm getting any beads. We've just sold another 71. Thank you so much. They do have really great beads. We really love Beads of Courage. So please, please sign up for them if you get the chance. And be one of the Courage keepers, and you will get a monthly bead. I think they still do that. I think that's how it still works. Andrew priced these ridiculously low at one point for 73. Oh, that 3 came off onto the other paper. And so I'm going to keep this ridiculously low price. These are glass beads. I mean, they're Lampwork. They're made by somebody. But there are a whole bunch of these little beautiful Lampwork beads. I think these would be great. I know it's not Valentine's Day. We're not close to that yet, but these would be great to mix with little hearts. If you get little heart pendants or something and add one of these and a heart pendant on a chain, just a nice little kind of rosebud and heart for Valentine's Day. And you get all of them for $8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 beads for $8. What do you think of that? I think that's a good deal. Okay. Let me take away 70 since it has sold. Thank you, thank you. Or says they've been having trouble getting the subscription mailed out since they moved. They just reached out to me to check on how many I'm still missing. I may need to check in with them. Oh, yeah, I might have to do that. I have to make sure because sometimes one time we had a problem with our subscription and it got canceled at one point and I renewed it. But wonder if something happened again. I don't know why. And as how big are 73? These are approximately 11 by 11 and a half. Let me pick another one just to see. This one is 11.2 by about 11 and a half. So around 11 by 11 and a half millimeters. I know I don't always say these ones, the ceramic ones, I didn't say those. These are 10 millimeters. Sometimes I don't measure things. I just get into the talking. So if you ever need anything, please feel free to ask. I appreciate that. All right. ITL 74. Oh, we just sold 73. Thank you so much. 73 has now sold out. And 74. Let's do these at $2 for the pair. 74. These are these metal pillow beads. These kind of puffy pillows. ITL 74. And these are approximately 19.2 millimeters. 19 millimeters. $2 for the pair only. Let's see here. What did we do on this before? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. 19 of these. We were selling them for $1 each before. We sold a bunch of them that way. I'm just going to do this batch for $15 for the 19 beads. These are vintage check glass with an AB coating. This green color. I love these. This is 12 millimeters by about 12 millimeters. 11 and a half by 12, somewhere in there. $15. Which would be a nice big strand if that were actually stranded up. 19, I think, did I say 19? 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 beads. Yeah. ITL 75. Okay, we had these at 14. I'm gonna bring them down to 10. We've only got 4 left. ITL 76 are these mixed bags of shell, dyed shell, all different shapes. Really fun. Andrew packed these tight. There's all different shapes, all different kinds of beads in there, sizes, colors, all types of shell. There are 4 bags of these available. They are mix and match. You never know what you're going to get, but they are super fun. The nice thing about shell is it's lightweight, and so it can be used for so many different things. And with so many different shapes here, these are great just to insert 1 or 2 in a bracelet sometimes, or make some fun, funky earrings, maybe some asymmetrical earrings with them. Just use a big piece on one side and something different on the other. I think that's fun. I love the asymmetrical look. Sandra says, I have those. They're amazing. The shell, it's amazing how many beads are in there, right? They just, thank you for saying so, because Andrew packed, like, these are burst, like, just about to burst. They are very packed in there. Oh, we just sold 75. Thank you so much. That has sold out. Thank you. Thank you. Remove that so we have some room here. All right, I'm going to take away some of these. Whoa, whoa. I'm going to take away 66. That's the blue Lampwork. Sandra says, you can't put them back in the bag. Just saying, no, you cannot. I would not want to try. That's why I was going to open them up to show y'all more, like dump it in my hand, but I don't think I would get them back in the bag, to be 100% honest, like Sandra said. So I didn't. I didn't take them out. So sorry about that, but they do look much better outside of the bag. The bag makes them cloudy looking. They're not. They're really pretty. All right, I'm also going to put this away. It's that Mexican silver and jasper pendant. And let's see here. Get this right in the right order. And I will put this one away. 69 is this beautiful sunrise sunset lampwork bead set. $34 for the whole set. ITL 69, still available. And ITL 71. That's the vintage Chinese ceramic strands, 12 beads on the strand, 10 millimeter beads, only $5 a strand. I think 7 of those still left. And I'll move 72 up here. Let's make some room. 74 up here and 76. I'm just going to leave one of these out. A lot of really fun shapes of this. Okay. Alrighty. This is a fun one. We've had this one before. We've still got one. ITL 77. $7. One of these left. We just sold a 69. What was that one? Oh, that's the sunrise lampwork set or sunset lampwork set. Thank you so much. Glad somebody enjoyed that. All right. These are these Ava Motherwell neon green cats. And this is German resin. These are the neon green cats in German resin. They are front and back. They've got the little booty in the back, the little hip in there, giving you that little hip action. And then they've got the cute faces in the front. And you get 6 beads, and they are $7 for the strand. One strand available. They are approximately 17 by 26 millimeters. ITL 78. Here's another little lampwork bead. Let's see, this one is 10. I can't go lower on this one. Sorry, y'all. Anne says, I love those green cats. I have a set. I feel like if I went to the shelter and there was a green cat, I would adopt it, right? How could you not adopt the green cat? Look at this beautiful bead. $10 was its price. I have to leave it at that. I can't go lower than $10 on this. It's so pretty. We've just sold the green cats. Thank you so much. Look at this lampwork bead. Look at all the colors in there. That would blend so well with a lot of the stuff we've had today. The jaspers, some of the other lamp work. Beautiful. And this 2 bead or cylinder is 13.5 by 22. 13.5 by 22. $10 for that. Just the one of them available. Lampwork glass. I'm going to put 77 away since it's sold. Thank you, thank you. And I'll move this up here. Okay, let's see. Let's give you a good deal on these. These were 26. I'm bring it down to 16. $10 off. What the heck? $10 off. Oh, we just sold 78. Thank you so much. These are black onyx pear-shaped faceted drops. These are nice long strands. There they are. Black onyx pear-shaped faceted drops. Beautiful drops. Black onyx. These are approximately 12 millimeters by 16 millimeters. And the strands are, I'm going to say 15-inch strands. 15-inch strands. They go to 7.5 twice. So beautiful black onyx drops. ITL 79. $16 each only, down from $26. Good deal on those. 2 strands available. And let's go to, no one do 80 today. And then y'all wanted to see that book. So I'm gonna have to take a moment and run to the car and grab that book. Hmm. Hmm. This one isn't marked, but I feel like I think this is black spinel. It's very heavy. Very heavy. I'm gonna do $16 on it because I'm not sure, but that's a really good price, I think, for black spinel. This is about 5mm beads. I am almost certain they are black spinel. They're really shiny and they are heavy for their size, which black spinel usually is. And look at those beautiful facets. Beautiful strand. One available, $16. And that one has just sold. Thank you so much. All right, now I'm gonna go to the car. So I'm gonna leave these things up, these things that are still available. And do I have a thing in case anybody jumps in and they're like, what is going on? I used to have a, it will return shortly. There we are. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Take a stretch break. Okay, y'all. I'm back. How's everybody doing? Let me see what y'all been talking about while I've been gone. Oh, let's see. Oh, Sandra said those are nice too and a good price too. Thank you. Glow in the dark cats, Suzanne, right? How funny would that be? And says, of course, if the cat was anything like Daniel, green or not, I'd trip over them in the day because they'd be all underfoot. I know. Gertie is an underfoot cat to me. Not so much to Andrew, but to me. Norma says, I have 3 underfoot all the time. Oh boy. Okay. Let me put away. I know 78 sold. I forgot to take that one away. Put that away. All right. I'm just going to put all these things away now. You've had long enough to look at them, right? Check them all out. And let's see, this one's here. We'll make room to show off the book. Oh, I feel a little discombobulated today. It's been a wild day. Wild day. Let's see. Nope, we just sold 74. Thank you so much. Those were the little metal beads, little metal cushions. All right, so this is the book. It's called The Witch's Door: Oddities and Tales from the Esoteric to the Extreme. And this is hard to show. And I'll give you kind of a flip through. Um, so lots of information. I have not read it yet. I don't know if Andrew's read it yet or not, but he liked it enough that he grabbed a number of copies of these. They're a nice hardback. They were $30 originally. Andrew said to offer them for $15 if anybody wants one. ITL 81, $15 if you're interested in that book. Let's see. Sandra asks, how long will you be in Italy? My sister's in Belgium. We're going to be in Italy for about 14 days, I think, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think it is. And then we'll be back. Susan says, I think I want this book. Suzanne says, yes, sold. All right, just send in that ITL 81. I may have to change up the shipping on this. Some of y'all get some big boxes anyway, but if not, I might have to upgrade the shipping for a bigger priority box for these with your other things. But because I don't want to send these in just a big envelope or something. I think that will not be great for it. We've sold 2 of the books so far. Thank you so much. If you're interested in that, that'll be available. We have a number of those. Andrew, like I said, he did a buyout of these. He liked them and figured we'd offer them because we love oddities. And we go to a lot of these shows now that have the oddities and the supernatural and that kind of stuff. So I think he mainly got them for the shows, but we figured we'd offer them here for y'all first. All right. So, like I said, I think this is going to be the last live. I don't know if we'll go live tomorrow or not, but I think this is going to be the last one for a while. We might do some things in Italy. I don't know. Who knows what we're going to get up to? Who knows what we're going to have time for? Who knows what we're going to feel like doing? Andrew's going to be taking a workshop for the first 7 days or so. So who knows what he's going to do there? He'll probably be showing some stuff off he's making. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know what the plans are. But we do want to stay in touch with y'all. So be sure you're on our email list. Make sure you're on our text message. I don't know how to be text messaging anything. I don't know how that works. I think it would be the same, but make sure you're on our email list. Make sure you hang out with our social media. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you back here at least when we get back here when we get back. If not, I'm sure we'll see each other on Facebook and other places as well. Let's see. Sandra says, "Oh, that is nice. Enough time. Same for my sis. I think I'm there for 12 days. She went for work, but staying for personal too. Nice. That's what we're kind of doing. You'll love the time away. I will, except I'll be anxious about, everything happening and the bills and all that. But because we'll have very little coming in after we leave, except, hopefully the online lives or the online sale, we'll do some stuff once we start promoting it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. But I am gonna try and enjoy my trip. And I hope, it's, I say my trip, our trip, just because we don't usually get to do this. So I'm going to try and enjoy it. Norma says, have a great trip. Diane says, USPS service for shipping books and other eligible media at a lower cost. Yeah, I don't know how that, I do know they do that. Um, I don't know how well it works, if it's safe, if it's good. Suzanne says, don't send media mail, very slow. That's what I've heard too. Mondani won in New York City. Oh, good, good. Safe journey, says Susan. Thank you very much. Enjoy your honeymoon, says Suzanne. Yes, we're going to plan to do that. Enjoy the honeymoon. The first week is for Andrew to do his workshop. The second week is for us to enjoy a honeymoon we never got to have. So it'll be tomorrow is actually going to be, I think, our 4 years married. And so um, when we're in Italy, it will be the 18th anniversary of our first date when we first got together. So that's going to be fun. So thank you all so much for all of your support. And says, I'm anxious for you to be on your way so you can be done with the stress of getting ready and start having fun in real life. Thank you. That is definitely it, right? The stress of getting ready is not easy, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. All right. Thank you all so much, really, for everything that you do and how you keep us going. And we're so thankful and we feel so lucky to have you all in our lives. And I feel like I'm saying goodbye forever. No, we'll be back. But I don't know when the next time we'll actually chat like this is. So thank you so much. At least it won't be maybe not until we come back. So thank you all again. And we are going to be posting things about our Chow sale in the online store, so we'd appreciate if you could help us share that information with your friends and all your followers. And we will see you back here sometime soon. All right, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you again. Bye, everybody.